Mom put down the paper just to help me find my shoe. Kim liked chocolate donuts, so her cousin gave her two. Grandpa played with Julio, took him to the park. If you forgot to thank someone, say thank you in your heart. Thank the moon, thank the sun, most of all, thank someone. Thank the sky, thank the stars high above, one for everyone you love. Gretchen taught a funny song to Jack and Eleanor. Ed brought Andy comics when he had to stay indoors. And Mrs. Rose helped Dana when she waded out too deep. If you forgot to thank someone, say thank you in your sleep. Thank the moon, thank the sun, most of all, thank someone. Thank the sky, thank the stars high above, and for everyone you love. Friends are like a family, and families are like friends. All the world's your family, the chain will never end. When the night is lonely, and you're feeling miles apart, if you forgot to thank someone, say thank you in your heart. Thank the moon, thank the sun, most of all, thank someone. Thank the stars high above, one for everyone you love. Thank the moon, thank the sun, most of all, thank someone. Thank the stars high above, one for everyone you love. Yeah.
That's good.
I know.
Me again. Hi.
Hello.
So, I'm happy to introduce you all to David Weber. He's a junior journalism major here at Purchase with a minor in visual arts. He works as the photography editor with the Purchase Phoenix and as a staff photographer with the Purchase Beat. He's also contributed to some stories in Westchester Magazine. He's an ASPE, and he's going to talk to us today about how his executive functioning issues and his experience with overstimulation has affected his work as a student journalist. Without further ado, everyone, David Weber.
Sorry.
Yeah, see, 1 second, I gotta turn on the projector. Hi everyone, my name's David, and I'm a junior journalism major. And I have been diagnosed with Asperger's in my third grade, sorry. I'm talking to you today about what executive functioning and overstimulation are and how they affect me as a journalist. So sensory overload and executive functioning, they affect me in many ways that, like, I wasn't explaining it. Well, let me just read this. Executive function is an umbrella term for the cognitive processes that help us regulate, control, and manage our thoughts and actions. And sensory overload can be especially disabling for people with autism and vary from person to person. Some of the common effects range from confusion, anxiety, and irritability to more serious effects like panic attacks, meltdowns, breakdowns, and aggression. Can everybody hear me? So both of those affect me in many ways, but today I'm just going to talk about two of them.
Did you turn it off? Jordan. Jordan, come on. Stop it.
I didn't know.
We're really prepared today.
So I have plenty of issues with communicating my point of view to people, and I can't seem to process extensive amounts of information that are outside my own realm of knowledge, and or if I don't understand what anybody means or know anybody that knows how to tell me that, then I kind of don't understand that could be a true thing. Putting it simply, if I haven't experienced something firsthand or know anyone that has, I have a hard time believing and understanding what other people are trying to say to me, and that leads to a lot of different conflicts in my life. So this is an example of splitting, which is also called black and white thinking and all or nothing thinking, which is the inability to bring together both positive and negative qualities of the self, of others, and of situations in problem solving into a cohesive, realistic whole. The individual tends to think in extremes where an individual's actions and motivations are all good or all bad. The other thing I wanted to talk about is how overstimulation affects my ability to think and act on breaking news stories within my journalism. Especially as a photojournalist at Purchase, I learned the hard way that there are situations and people that will do anything to prevent me from doing pre-organized tasks, and given the quick change in events in the ever-changing world around me in the field of journalism, it causes me to get really upset really fast. And this happened to me last semester. I covered Fall Fest, which is a music festival that we have here, and student musicians put on, get together bands. So we have, we had the ability to go up to the front and take pictures there. And the person who was in charge of security told me that I couldn't go up there, even though she told me I could. She told me that I can do it a couple of days before. And I had a panic attack because of that, and I ran into the room and started crying, and I had to bring one of my friends in there, and I had to explain to her for an hour how I have Asperger's syndrome. This is one of the effects of me having it. So ways that I think that people can help prevent that kind of thing. You can the biggest thing would be to give time for me to be able to think about how to react to something and how to speak about myself, and how to explain things to me. Try to explain things to me as clearly and as accurately as possible, because without that knowledge, I wouldn't be able to fully process anything. I would just kind of stand there and try and ask questions, and it would take more time than it would be for me to understand what you're saying. Also, I brought with me today some of my photos, and they're in the back. And if you want to see them after I'm talking, you can come back and see them. I think that's it.
What a surprise.
Oh my goodness, haven't you been up there before?
Maybe. Hi, I just wanted to introduce you all to my friend Noah Cantor. He's a senior new media major here at Purchase College. He's been working at CTS for 2 years now. He's really become the go-to guy for tech issues on campus. Noah's done a lot of graphic design work for different academic departments like the opera department and the media department here, and some work with student clubs like Stand Up Club and Model UN. He's going to show us all a glitch art multimedia piece that he's done titled Halcyon, and will talk to us about that a little after. Without further ado, everyone, Noah Cantor.
I know how to work this thing. All right. Before giving the big speech portion of this, I'm just going to show the video and start there. Actually, yeah, no. Let's do a little bit of this first. All right. Okay, so who am I? As David explained, I'm Noah Cantor. I could have picked a better font and color for this, but I didn't have time. I have a... You can turn that off. It's fine. Sorry, yeah. I currently hold an associate's degree in digital cinema, which is where I started getting a bit of interest and also professional training in video production, audio production, and everything else involving anything you'd see in a movie theater or a short film festival where everyone laughs at your stuff because it's horrible. But and currently I'm working towards my bachelor's in new media, in progress there because according to the new media department, I may be a senior, but I'm not graduated yet because of reasons. I may have over 120 or so credits, but I guess requirements count more. Oh well. My hobbies are making short films, playing around with audio production, designing motion graphics, and playing video games, which is supposed to be stricken out, but I guess that didn't work. But you know, I haven't had time for that lately. I've had a lot of work to do. One piece of which, Hal Scion, is based on just kind of a crazy idea I had one Friday night. I was watching 2001: A Space Odyssey, and kind of just had the idea of like, hey, well, I'm listening to all this beautiful classical music. I'm seeing Stanley Kubrick's amazing shot choreography. It's really great to watch it. But I just sat there like, you know, why don't I make something instead of watching something? And so, without further ado, I'll show this piece, and I'll get back to talking in a moment. Come on. And I've managed to freeze it.
Oh.
There we go.
We believe in you, Noah.
Hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah.
All right.